We really take pride in being pioneers in the broadcast industry. We strive to bring you the best in programming, to offer the most modern equipment and professional personnel for your commercial production. Looking ahead, we decided to make an investment in our future as one of the finest production organizations in the Southeast. We built our new production studio, Studio 13, for a very sound reason. We want production business. Now I'd like to turn you over to some of the people who helped create Studio 13 to let them tell you about it.
We tried to do things the right way. Engineering and production sat down together and figured out what was needed. We're here in the heart of the new studio with two of our chiefs who helped the Indians get that equipment they needed most. How about it, Dan? Are we ready to roll?
We're not ready yet, but when we are, we'll have something that's unmatched in this area, or probably unmatched in the whole Southeast. We'll be able to tape all day long with no interruptions and with the same crew.
That sounds good. When are we going to take delivery on this new studio?
Well, delivery is a real problem. Some of this equipment is so new, it's still being built. But one thing to remember, we have a new switcher, a new Grass Valley switcher that's really up to date in Studio B, and a new Vita font with several fonts to choose from.
I'm really glad you mentioned that, Dan. We're really proud of what we're moving towards. The studio in our main plant is being updated with the most sophisticated switcher, that is, and the Vidafont character generator available. And we are going first class with this installation out here as well. And I'd say it will be in the excess of $1.5 million.
Tell me this, Frank, how did we build the new studio?
Well, first we took this Moby unit, our production Moby unit, and we made it the heart of the new system. We built our studio around it, interfacing this equipment with the equipment in the house, or I should say in the studio here. In the next few months, we'll be adding some of the most advanced editing equipment available to the broadcast industry. It's unlike any other editing system. Ours will offer the producer and director an unprecedented range of artistic freedom. It has a computer-controlled editor. It has which also has memory, I should say. It has titling and special effects as well. You really couldn't ask for more.
What are we going to do in the meantime?
Well, in the meantime, we have full editing capabilities with 3 Ampex tape recorders in-house that we have already installed, and as the new equipment arrives, we will install the new equipment as it arrives.
Well, I think it's time we took a look inside the plant itself.
Before we go, one thing to remember, probably the most important thing, is the addition of this new studio will loosen up our tape schedule so people will be able to tape on shorter notice, something we haven't been able to do in a long time.
That's right, Dan. Plus, our clients will be working with really fine facilities. We can deliver quality like no one else can.
Thanks, Chief. Maybe it's time to talk to some of those Indians. They usually have a feel for what's happening that clients really appreciate. What you're looking at is a saw, and the man behind it is better at working with his hands than at explaining what he does. But let's give it a try. Todd? Hey, Todd, can I talk to you for a minute?
All right.
What's all this hammering and sawing have to do with show business anyway?
Well, this is where all the preliminary action takes place for scenery and sets.
This is a prop shop, then. This is where you make everything.
Right, this is a prop shop.
What kind of equipment do you have?
We have everything. We have lathes, table saws, band saws, all types of drafting equipment to design anything that, any client comes up with.
Work a lot on commercial projects for clients, then?
We do a lot of that, and we also do a lot of in-house production work, too.
Give me an idea of a project you're working on right now. What kind of thing do you do?
Right now, we're working on a Moss Brothers fashion presentation, which requires a lot of fog machine effects, a disco-type atmosphere, special lighting, that kind of thing.
Sounds pretty complicated. Were you able to do all that here?
We did everything here, fog machines included. We had to rent a couple of special color wheels and that kind of stuff for a couple of visuals.
Sounds like if you can't make it, you can find it, right?
Yeah, we can make anything here out of wood. And most things out of metal, but some of the lighting gear and stuff like that, we have to find that, on the outside.
Well, thanks, Todd. I know you have to get back to work. Okay. And I think I'd like to put some more light on this subject, and the pun is intended. Let's check it out with Gil Muro.
That's right. In television, you're nowhere without light. And Channel 13 has taken care of that by purchasing almost $100,000 worth of new lighting gear. Along with our people and our Norelco cameras, we're going to give you the best pictures of just about anybody in the South.
Tell me this, Gil. What can we do for our clients? What kind of things can we handle here?
We can handle anything. We've got anywhere from a 5,000-watt light all the way down to a 200-watt light. We've also purchased these brand new 4,000 watt Moritz and soft lights, which will give you the most even light of any light and will give you the best picture possible.
Tell me this, that's neat for the studio, but how about remotes? What can we do in the field?
In the field, we've purchased a 16-foot step van, and we've equipped it with all sorts of production gear and lighting gear. We have reflectors, we have outdoor booster lights, soft lights, anything you'll need in gaffer equipment that will come up for remote work.
Sounds pretty impressive, Gil. Thanks a lot. I'm sold.
Okay.
To put this new operation into perspective, there's no one better than Bill Napier. What about our cameras here in Studio 13, Bill?
They're great. You know, we've had the Norelcos on our truck for the last couple of years, and they've really put out good pictures, but we've had the opportunity to replace this little device, a Plumicon, with brand new extended green and extended red tubes. Boy, they'll make the greenest grass and the reddest tomatoes you've ever seen. Really a fantastic tube.
Sounds like we started this studio off with a lot of thought.
We did. We got the opportunity to get everyone who worked with you, the client, work with the equipment every day, get together with management, and it enabled us to plan for you, the client, here at Studio 13. We told management what we needed to meet the everyday demands of production. They gave it to us. We skimped nowhere. It's really a fantastic operation.
What about the switcher? Anything new there?
Yes, we'll have chroma key, special effects, and everything you're used to working with there, but as you can see before you, I have my name. It's a little illegible, and if that was your address and you were trying to sell a product, it'd be pretty bad. Well, we can of course put it in color for you. We've done that all the time, but we can put an edge around it, drop shadow, or give you an outline. We think it's going to increase your product's appeal to the public.
What about where we are now, here in the tape room? Anything new with the videotapes?
We have 3 brand new AVR2 videotape recorders. They're a superb machine, second to none in the industry, with one exception, the AVR3. And we're getting 3 of those, the first 3 that Ampex is going to deliver, and we think they're going to be a fantastic machine. Their editors are something else. You can do video and audio edits independent of one another. And when tied in with our brand new EDM1 computer system, it's just going to give you a flexibility like you've never had before.
What about the things that we had before that we've moved out here, Bill?
Well, we've got the HS200 and, of course, 4-track audio recorders and superb audio facilities. We're bringing that right along because without audio, you've got to have audio.
Well, I understand also there's something pretty interesting that's kind of like a beauty treatment for videotape?
Something like that. We've acquired the CSF Thompson color corrector, and it's exactly that, a beauty treatment for all those tapes that you didn't really care for. It gives us controls on a videotape recorder. I'll give you a little demonstration. You've seen this tape before, but I'm going to show it to you again. Only this time, I don't think it looks quite as good. But using the color corrector, as you can see, I can change the color. And remember, this is a videotape recorder, not a camera. And we're not changing just the flesh tones or just the color of that suit. We're able to change everything, just as if it were a camera. So bring us the tape that you didn't like particularly after you got it back from the field, the remote shoot. Bring it to us, and we think we can make you happy.
You know, Bill, it really does sound like we can do just about anything. Thanks for giving us a tour of the technical end.
Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it.
Now let's see what happens in the studio. Jim, you've had a chance to see what we could do out here since you started producing the McKay show. What's it like?
Well, there are so many good features to working in Studio 13, it's kind of hard to know where to begin. I think the one that I like most is lack of commercial interruption. Now our clients can go for an 8-hour day without having to worry about stopping for Pulse Plus or any videotape playbacks that might be going on.
How about equipment? Anything new?
Yes, we have a new teleprompter system that will be installed in Studio 13. Unlike the paper teleprompting system that were hand cranked, this will have a series of mirrors which will project the teleprompting copy over the lens, thus giving the announcer 100% eye contact with the lens.
How about the cameras? Anything new with them?
Yes, we have 3 new Venton pedestals and Venton heads. They were purchased in Britain. The one Paula on, for instance, has a super low range of about 3 feet. Paula, why don't you show us what it can do?
Okay, I'll track in on Mike's camera as John booms him down. This camera is a joy to work with. It maneuvers so easily that you could probably do a whole show on just this one pedestal. You want to show them the zoom lenses?
Let's save that for a minute. Mike's on our crane camera, which is equally versatile. It can really give you some beautiful shots. Mike, why don't you give us a demonstration?
Certainly will, Jim. You know, you're right. This is one of the very unique pieces of equipment in the whole Southeast. Studio 13 is one of the few production facilities that has a crane camera, and it's very versatile. It can provide for a continuous flow of shots. I'll give you a little demonstration. I'm down here at 3 feet where Paula was before, and John, if you'll crank me up, I'll show you that we can start tight on Paula while zooming out. We're craning all the way up to 8 feet. This is a really nice effect, and one that you don't have to go to New York or Los Angeles to get. You can get it right here at Studio 13.
I want to know more about those lenses. How do they operate?
Okay, what they do is to free up the camera operator to spend more time on getting the best shots. If it's a complicated move, it could be programmed to do the same shot every time, and allows a synchronous zoom at a predetermined speed.
I'll focus on Mike's hand.
Okay, and show us a fast shot. Now that's okay for dramatic, but what if we want to take our time?
We could zoom slower than this, but we don't have the time to show you.
Those lenses are really beautiful. Are they new?
Yes, we went to France for our lenses. They're ingenue, the finest made. Now these on the cameras we've been demonstrating are 15-to-1s, but the beauty is the new 42-to-1, which is on order. We're the first commercial station to take delivery on it. Now what you're watching is a simulation of what the 42-to-1 can do in one continuous move. It was designed as a studio lens. It zooms at a wide angle of 16 millimeters all the way to 672 millimeter extreme telephoto.
It looks like you've got it all together.
Well, not quite. We will as soon as we take delivery on the last few items of equipment. And as Dan said, we'll be able to schedule more production than ever. So we hope to see you all here soon.
Don't forget to call our sales, creative services, or production staff when you're ready to book some time. It's time now, though, for additional refreshments, and for those of you with hunger pains, the buffet will be ready in just a few minutes.